What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about two high school basketball players that used to be playing on the same team but do not anymore, and have got a lot of comparisons, or I guess I shouldn't say comparisons, but getting looked at and who's the better player, who's the better prospect, and things like that. But before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and let's get right into the video. So today we're going to be looking at Bronny James and Gabe Cupps. They used to play on the same AAU team, strive for greatness. However, they do not anymore, are not teammates, and just recently they actually played each other in AAU. Gabe Cupps' team came out with the victory in that game. However, it was a good game, it was an exciting game, and after watching that game and the highlights from that game, I had some thoughts, and I figured I'd make a video on it, give my opinion on both players, who I think is the better player right now, the better prospect, and things like that. So first, we're going to take a look at both players, and I'll just give you a little background of them. So Bronny James is currently on ESPN's website, listed at 6'3", 180 pounds, point guard, class of 2023, plays for Sierra Canyon High School. He has offer from Kentucky, is looking at Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, UCLA. All the big colleges are currently looking at him, and they have lists on here that he does have one offer from Kentucky. And now looking at Gabe Cupps, he's listed at point guard, 6'2", 165 pounds. He plays for Centerville High School in Dayton, Ohio, class of 2023 as well. This is according to 24/7 Sports. They say that he has offers from Indiana, Kansas State, Miami, Ohio, Xavier, and talking to Wisconsin. So Gabe Cupps currently does not have the as high of schools, or as prestigious as schools currently talking to him. But he does have some more offers than Bronny James, which I kind of find a little bit interesting. But like I said, they are all very good schools, but aren't the Duke or Kentucky, Kansas, North Carolina, those type of schools. Looking at 24/7 Sports, they don't have anything for Gabe Cupps. Looking at stars or ranking wise, but I know on ESPN's website, he's not listed in the top 60, but I think he was 24th in his position in the nation. He was a 4-star, I think 83 overall rating. On ESPN's website, Bronny James is currently ranked the 41st player in the class of 2023. He's an 86 overall scout grade and a 4-star player as well. So now, looking at both those guys, or both those players, and a little bit of background on them, I just want to kind of break down each one of them, give my opinions on them both offensively, defensively, things like that. So looking at offensively, I think that honestly right now Gabe Cupps is the more developed or more polished offensive player, I guess you could say. He's the better shooter. He can really shoot the ball. It looks like he can, in the videos that I've watched of him, and especially in the game against Bronny and Strive for Greatness, you can put the ball on the floor as well. He had a couple tough finishes that I was surprised that he honestly made those. He was knocking down threes. He's a pretty solid offensive player, and at 6'2", point guard, if he keeps growing, there's a lot of room for improvement, and a lot of things that he could do on the offensive end of things. So like I said, currently I think that he is the more polished offensive player. Bronny James is kind of a raw talent. It's kind of talked about how he's more of a pass-first player offensively. He's not very aggressive, doesn't look to shoot the ball a lot, take a lot of shots. I think he's a lot better in transition when he can get out and run, attack the hoop, get finishes that way than he is in the half court. I think he's a little timid. Want to pass first in the half court, but if he gets out in transition, I think that's where he currently likes to do what he can do, and be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. I think Bronny will continue to develop. Hopefully will learn to be a little bit more aggressive, realize that he can create his own shots, do things that way to become a little bit better offensively. Obviously, there's a lot of room for improvement there, but as of right now, I think that Gabe Cupps is, currently the more polished offensive player. But I think that obviously Bronny, with his athleticism, if he keeps growing, he can shoot the ball. Him attacking the rim, I think that he could or will be the better offensive player down the road. But right now, I believe that Gabe Cupps is better offensively right now. Now, looking at defensive side of things, obviously in these highlight videos and different things like that, they don't really show a whole lot of defense, but Bronny is the better defender right now with his athleticism. I think he, just has a little bit better instincts defensively than Gabe Cupps, and just, his athleticism is what really allows him to be a pretty good defender right now. I think down the road he will still be the better defender than Gabe Cupps. He just has, the long arms. He's got, hopefully continues to grow. His athleticism helps him a lot on that defensive end, and will allow him to be the better defender. So now looking at him overall, Bronny is currently ranked higher than Gabe. I think a lot of that has to do with, where he can develop to be, a lot of potential. I think Gabe Cupps is honestly the better player at the moment. I don't think that's going to, last super long, or when they go to college. I think Bronny, or if, Bronny even goes to college, who knows, at that point they might be able to get drafted to the NBA and he could get drafted. But I think Bronny will become, the better player in college, or, once they get out of high school. But as of right now, honestly, I think that Gabe Cupps is just the more developed, more aggressive player, both, on offensive side of things. Bronny does have him defensively, but I'm surprised that Gabe isn't ranked higher, or especially if, Bronny is 41, I believe it was, 41st. I'm surprised that Gabe isn't even in the top 60. That does surprise me a little bit, but like I said, a lot of these rankings are on potential, and where they think they'll be come high school or college, come college or the NBA or wherever it be. But I think Gabe Cupps will be a pretty solid college player. I think at the point guard position, he can score the ball, he can shoot the ball. I think he has the right reads, has a good IQ for the game. So I think Gabe Cupps will be just fine. I think he'll do pretty solid in college and see where he can go after that. But Bronny, obviously, with his dad, his DNA, his genes, everyone wants to see if he continues to grow, how much more athletic he gets, and different things like that. So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below of what player you like currently, who you think is a better player. I think it's pretty safe to say that everyone thinks that Bronny will develop to be better, or has higher potential. But leave all those thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.